Well, hello Cancer, and welcome to your reading for September 2024. Cancer, let's grab an oracle card to see what the overall meaning for September is for you. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. The second chakra, the sacral chakra, or the sex chakra as we call it in pranic healing, is all about creativity and intimacy. So are you ready for more intimacy in your life? And do you need to get in touch with your creative side a little bit more? Have you let something go? Do you have some passion of yours in the artistic or creative field that you just don't have time for, or you can't fit it in, or you keep thinking, oh, I'm going to draw that picture or paint that painting or bake that cake or whatever it is, go out in the garden. All these things are creative. There's something that you're not doing that you've put to the side that you need to do. Well, this card is telling you, this archangel is with you now, telling you that you will have more time for this. And if your love life isn't so great, if it could be non-existent, or you could be really flat in your relationship, then Archangel Ariel is here to tell you that there's going to be more time for that as well. More time for intimacy with other people and allowing yourself to be intimate with other people, opening yourself up more to the people around you. Okay, let's have a look at the tarot cards and get some more information for September. Alrighty, so Cancer. We're starting out with the Empress, and she's all about creativity, the mothering in you, the kindness, the caring. She has all these interests, animals, nature, all of those things. My Empress has all of those things. Maybe you've missed that part of yourself, or you've lost that part of yourself. And I can kind of see why. There's a few things going on here, Cancer, that I'm probably not that happy to see. However, there is good news. So I'm starting out with you being this person that loves to give and loves to create, but honestly, you've been manipulated, Cancer. There's manipulation, abuse, lying, all sorts of cards in here that tell me that maybe that part of yourself, that intimacy and creativity, has died inside of you because of experiences you've had in the past. You've been hurt, you've been abused, you've been manipulated, you've been coerced, you've been controlled, you've been bullied. All of those words. All of those awful words that people do to each other. All of those things have happened to you, Cancer. And yet, I still see your spirit not dead yet. You are not dead yet. Let's pull yourself up out of this hole and find this new beginning, this Ace of Rods at the end. Because there's a bit of a transformation going on in here for you, Cancer, during September. I can't keep up with what month we're up to because it's going so fast. Anyway, I can see you getting to a crossroads, like your soul, your hope has been beaten down by others in your life, whether that's right back in childhood, whether it's a relationship that's passed, whether it's a workplace bullying situation, whether you've had some health issues. You feel like you have just been pushed down in life here, and you don't know what the next step is. Well, the next step is to follow your heart, follow your instincts, follow that creativity that you have inside you. It's never left you, it's still there. And I want to encourage you to tap back into that creative side. It's almost like with this Judgment card here, you're coming out of the tunnel, you're coming out of the dark and into the light. So this is your time to be reborn. To be reborn and have this beautiful new beginning when it comes to your whole entire life. This is big. This is pretty big, Cancer. I love what I'm seeing at the end of here, because it's time for you to take a leap of faith. My Fool card in there is it's time for you to trust. It's time for you to trust your intuition. It's time for you to take a leap of faith. It's time for you to make some big changes. Even if you don't exactly know what the end destination is going to be, I want you to take the first step to healing, the first step to finding your creativity again, the first step to letting yourself be open to love again, to have someone close to you again, because the walls are up and you don't trust people anymore. What I can see is that there is someone coming into your life who is really laid back and easygoing. I've got this Knight of Pentacles here. This person coming into your life is probably the perfect card to come in for someone who's been through some pretty crappy things like what you've been through or are going through right now. This person, they're patient, they're easy to talk to, they don't judge, and they are going to help you find some balance where you haven't had it before. Then I've got the Ace of Rods in here. You've got some new beginnings coming for you, Cancer, and they're beautiful new beginnings. This can be all areas of your life. Yes, I'm focusing on intimacy and creativity, but it could be all areas. Intimacy comes in all parts of our life, not just relationships. It comes in with family and friends and everything. Letting people pass the walls that you've built up because of what's happened to you. You're not at fault here. Someone did think something to you. Someone or somebody, some place, some people, it could be multiple people, have done things to you and you feel trapped inside this version of your life. It's time to break free. Archangel Ariel is with you right now to help you find your pathway forward. I don't know what it is that you do, Cancer, that's creative. Cancerians tend to be quite creative too. Plus I've got the Fool there, which is a very spiritual card. Do you need to tap into your spiritual side again? Have you been spiritual before, but you've let it go? You've sort of got lost in everything else? Flow, let your worries drift away. Oh, that's so nice. So yeah, it sounds easy. Flow, let your worries drift away. But it is quite pertinent to what we're talking about here. We've got to let things go and let them drift away from us. We can't sit inside our trauma. The trauma will be with us for our lifetime, but we have to sit outside of it and learn to live alongside of it, not in it. And that's really, really important if you've been through some trauma. And I really think that that's what you have been through, Cancer, and that's why all these cards are coming out like this. Explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. There we go. Take a leap of faith. Coming back to my Fool card there. Take a leap of faith and see what happens. Make some decisions that don't make sense. Be spontaneous. Take a jump. Take a leap. You don't have to know what the outcome is going to be when you take a step in another direction. Just take the first step. I know that there's an old saying, isn't it? You don't have to see the whole staircase. You just take the first step. That's basically what this is all about. Take the first step, because look what's happening. You're going to come out of the dark and into the light. You're going to get to a point where the Ace of Rods is coming into play, which is a whole new beginning. My Ace of Rods runs from one part of her life to the next, and she's so happy to do it. Like she's just running along in bare feet like a child, running towards a new beginning. She really doesn't know what's on the other side there, but she's doing it anyway. The Fool takes a leap of faith. So this month, Cancer, I think I really need to tell you to take some chances. Take some chances. You don't have to know the outcome. Just take some chances. Get away. Get yourself out of the hole that you're in and move forward. Boundaries. Claim space. Inner, outer, and energetic boundaries. Okay, so obviously this makes perfect sense to me. Putting your boundaries back in place. Clearly you've had people step over your boundaries, and September is your time to put them back in place. We don't deal with any disrespect. We don't deal with being dishonored. We don't deal with being lied to. We're not going to put up with that shit anymore, Cancer. We're not going to put up with it anymore. Boundaries. hard boundaries. Oftentimes we let people step over our boundaries a little bit, and then next thing you know, they've come all the way in before we've even noticed. Keep those boundaries hard. Keep them in place. Keep them in a space where you feel safe and people can't get to you. And then you'll feel free of other people's judgment, other people's ideas, other people's manipulations, other people's lies. This is all about other people for you, Cancer. And we need for you to put your boundaries in so that you can open yourself up. Now, even though I'm talking about all of this, guess what's going to happen when you put your boundaries in? More intimacy is going to come to you. People that respect your boundaries will then enter your life, and you won't have to juggle and worry and step back or be small for people or worry about what you're saying, because people will come in that respect your boundaries, and then you're going to be happy. And then the Ace of Rods comes in, where we're running off into this brilliant new future with people that are easygoing, cruisy. They don't care. They're not that bothered by everything that's happened to you in your past, and they just accept you for how you are. This is great, Cancer. So for you this month, it's all about intimacy, creativity. If you need to get outside and go for a walk, if you need to get some paintbrushes out or some pencils out and draw, do that. Just do anything. Even if you can't, just pretend you can and just throw some things on a piece of paper. Write in a journal. Do something that gets you to a place where you understand that you're allowed to have boundaries, you're allowed to explore yourself, and you're allowed to take a leap of faith and make changes in your life. Thank you so much for listening, Cancer. That is September for you, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.